Shanafan writes in and says, for all three of us, he wants to know when and what was the last game you played on the Nintendo Switch? Shipwreck, you go first. It's probably the easiest for you.
Yeah. I mean, I play quite a bit on a Switch with my kids still. So I think the last game I played the G.I. Joe game on the Switch. I played Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on the Switch.
Only the quality titles.
Smash Brothers. I played some of that.
Okay.
And I don't know. Currently, they're playing various Pokemon games on the Switch. So
there's a new one coming out. 2 new ones.
There is a new one coming out. They're excited about that. They don't know about it yet, but they're excited about it. But what about you guys?
I couldn't answer that.
My daughter, I basically gave her the Switch. She keeps it in her room. She plays Animal Crossing with some of her friends, if not every day, every other day. You know, she updates her town and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm happy to not have to have the Switch, but it's not like my Switch is gathering dust in the corner somewhere. So there you go.
I don't know.
It is a well-loved Switch. Yes.
That's my review.
What was any game? Can you name any game that you played on the Switch, Chibi?
Yeah, I tried that. Oh no, that was at E3.
Night Trap?
Did you play Night Trap? No.
I have.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even remember. It's been so long.
Just name one.
There was some Zelda game. They played the Zelda game.
They played the Zelda game. There you go.
The one with the meter where you fall off the mountain.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that wasn't good for me. I didn't like that. At 8-bit Jer writes in and says, if you had to guess what will be the biggest gaming trend in 2023, I'm gonna say metaverse, but like metaverse as in different like characters from different IPs combining together and doing stuff.
I was gonna say that too. I think the lines on what's considered competitive and what's considered a business partnership is going to get very blurry in the next. I think Fortnite has kind of paved the way. If you told me even 6 months ago that Destiny characters would show up in Fortnite and Fortnite characters would show up in Destiny, I would say that sounds like crazy talk. But I think that that's doing very well for these two companies. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
Ship. Portable consoles.
On this one, I was going to say games actually come out.
That would be good.
Is this the worst year of in gaming history ever? Maybe since, I don't know, landfills of ETs?
I don't know if it's the worst. There's plenty of stuff to play. It's the most uninteresting year, maybe.
Since we've been doing this show for sure, right?
There's just not a lot of like excitement in any of the releases because there quite frankly aren't many AAA games that are made anymore. Mm-hmm. And this development cycle has just stretched out for so long due to obvious world events. And I think 2023, some of those actually break through and get released in our more zeitgeisty games. Right now, it just doesn't seem like there's anything that's like, oh, you got to play this. Like everybody's playing this game. You had Elden Ring earlier this year.
Right.
And that's pretty much it. Everything else is just like carryovers, right? You got Fortnite putting along, you got Destiny, you got Apex, you got.
And the games that are coming out are people are trying to make another Fortnite. You got your Rumble verses and your multiverses and your Knockout City and there's a lot of these games that are trying to be this other thing, but this other thing is still doing it better than all these other games. When I think there is room in the marketplace, not necessarily for another Elden Ring, but for another single player experience. Instead of focusing on this multiplayer golden goose.
I mean, it's crazy. Like not even Nintendo, right? Like there's none of the heavy hitters. Like you get the Pokemon, but you get that's a
Splatoon's
different
coming out.
side of Nintendo, right?
Splatoon 3.
I mean, that's big in certain regions and with certain crowds, but like it's not
Mario.
Not like here's your Mario, here's your Zelda,
here's your Metroid.
Well, they did Metroid.
Oh, they did?
But I mean, they did said Metroid Dread not too long ago, but they didn't do a Metroid Prime, right?
Right. They did cheap Metroid.
Dread was good. I played
cheap Metroid.
Dread.
We need expensive Metroid.
Cheap Metroid was really good, though.
I know, because it's cheap. We can make it good. Magieff writes in and he says, if I recall correctly, Ship spanked Cheapy the last time they played ping pong. Who won this time now that Cheapy is an internationally ranked player? I don't think you spanked me the first time that we played. I think it was
no, I don't think so.
No,
I think the first time we played, I would have been able to beat you like not 50% of the time, like when we first played like out in LA, but it was like a more evenly matched
right
type of playing. Now, like you play at a different level, like your knees bend when you play.
We didn't play a match this time.
We did not. It would not have been pretty, and
there was no point.
There's no point in playing that way.
I should have played you. You know what? You know the little ping pong paddle, the mini paddle? We could have played a match with that.
We could have. I think I would have beat you with that paddle.
You do? Interesting.
I do think I would have beat you with that paddle.
Yeah. I felt like I was doing pretty well with that paddle.
You were doing pretty well with that paddle, but I
didn't want to embarrass. I felt like you would have been embarrassed.
I think I would have had a good shot at beating you with that paddle.
Would you be embarrassed if I beat you with a little paddle? It's
no,
really little.
I'm not going to get embarrassed by you beating me at ping pong.
Okay. Some people are very competitive.
Do you know how many times a year I play ping pong? Do you know the last time I played ping pong before we played?
Against me. Against
you 3 years ago or whatever, the last time we played.
Okay, good. Some people are very competitive. They just don't like it. His second question was too disrespectful to the table tennis club owner, so I'm not going to read it. But he does want. His third question is he wants to get a Wombat Fitness update.
Ask
Fortnite.
me again in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Is that fair?
Yes, Magieff. Right in 2 weeks. Set your
2 weeks.
Your Siri.
In 2 weeks, if things go according to plan, I'll have an update.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Good. I'm excited for the update. What kind of update? Like, what do you? Can you tease a little?
I've been,
You've been juicing?
I had plans that were supposed to start about 2 weeks ago, but due to various circumstances, those had to be delayed and started this week. So
does it rhyme? Okay. Does it rhyme with Babel Bennis braining?
No, it is not table tennis. Sorry. It rhymes with doctor prescribed diet.
Oh, right.
So that I started on Monday, and we'll see how it goes.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. At Knights Eternal writes in, and he asks for our thoughts on that Justin Roiland talking weapons game trailer, High on Life. He says, I don't use this word, but man, cringe was the word that came to mind. I haven't seen the latest trailer, but I've seen some of his, like the previous trailers. It's really hard to pull off that type of humor, that like stoner humor, without like an appeal to like people who aren't stoners and also stoners. It's just not easy to pull that off. So like the first videos I saw didn't quite do that.
Is Justin Roiland, is that Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that who that is?
Morty.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, the humor seemed on par for that type of thing. I don't know.
It'll be on Game Pass. It's coming to Game Pass.
It's coming to Game Pass. I don't know.
It's hard to pull that off, that type of humor. It's without being annoying and like just like offensively annoying to either to some part of the audience. But I hope it's good. I saw some parts seem funny, but humor, like when you're making a comedy video game, it's very difficult to pull that off. Can you name like some really good funny games? Not too many. There was some back like back in the day. The bear one. What was the bear one? Naughty Bear. Did you like?
Banjo-Kazooie?
Naughty
No.
Bear wasn't funny.
No, it wasn't. I didn't. I thought
Naughty
you guys
Bear?
liked that one.
Yeah, that's
I
not.
didn't play that one.
I mean, Saints Row was funny.
Right.
Mhm.
What was the Conquer?
Conquer
was-
Bad Fur Day.
Conquer was funny.
Okay.
There's was it Armed and Dangerous? That was a funny game.
That's had some humor to it.
It's
Yep.
hard. It's hard. And especially it's like this type of specific humor is just going to be difficult to pull off without seeming like, I don't know, just straight up dumb. But hopefully it's good. Is it coming out soon? Or is that next year?
The Justin Roiland's VR game was kind of funny.
Let's see when this is High on Life release date.
It's
December.
soon.
December. So probably postponed until next year. No, I don't know.
See.